female sense of humor. Anti-example, what did you say wrong? Liars. Whew, it happens. There is a legend, not right. Hi guys! In this video, I want to talk about why modern girls are increasingly choosing loneliness rather than warm male embraces. Oh, how rude! You may be seeing me for the first time, okay? Let me fix this. Let's get introduced. My name is Alessa and this is the channel Findeugirl. Here we talk about relationships, share cool life hacks for communicating with girls, and in general, we talk about how to get acquainted with cool foreign women. What I say? How to join our movement? It's easy, we're always happy to have guys like you, so subscribe to the channel, click on the bell so as not to miss a single video, and look carefully. We begin. So, loneliness and modern girls. Seriously, have you noticed how many single girls around? They're young, beautiful, self-confident. One can ask why they are still alone. Perhaps this is a consciously made decision and perhaps unlucky in love. But what really two reasons are definitely not limited here. For example, our girls' company consists of 7 people and only 3 are in long-term relationships. The rest are alone and for a long time. By the way, none of them can explain the reason for their loneliness. Loneliness. No, that's not the right word for it, okay? No. These girls are definitely not lonely. They have many friends, girlfriends, they have a favorite job, cool hobby, they can boast of a material and spiritual well-being. And each of them has long since given up trying to explain to a good percentage of their misunderstood bodies that they are happy playing solo. I think the point is that at some point marriage ceases to be necessity. A bad marriage is no longer needed at all. In addition, the days when marriage meant economic stability for women was a kind of social currency and provided access to safe sex are over. And now it's not necessary to be considered a privileged woman to choose what will be the romantic, sexual, or family aspects of our lives. All this I say from the height of the female bell tower. Man, I understand in your opinion, women's reluctance to enter into relationships and marriage is justified by completely different reasons. Okay. And perhaps it even seems to you that often the whole point is the requirements. They say they're too excessive, and there's sound grain in this thought. By the way, you can leave your opinion on this matter in the comments. I'm sure there will be a real discussion. So, in any case, we need to dig deeper into this issue. Where does everyone go for advice, smart thoughts? Where are they looking for ground for reflection in the 21st century? That's right, on the internet. And thought lot number 1. Let's see together.
These are things that guys say as compliments that most girls wouldn't consider a compliment at all. Girls, let me know if you agree. Guys, please don't get offended. I know that you have good intentions when you say these things. It's just not it.
Ooh, adorable. Bad compliments. Of course, for women, this is not a reason to abandon relationships at all. After all, there are those who do not give bad compliments. And there are also girls who do not care about the quality of spoken words at all. They pay attention to other things. Nevertheless, for the majority of women, compliments are necessary and important. And here I agree with author. Appreciation of makeup or its absence is not the best compliment. It's very easy to misinterpret these words. But guys, don't get upset ahead of time. There is alternative compliment. Better say, "You are so charming today." You will immediately catch 2 birds with 1 stone. You will appreciate the appearance and you will make the girls pleasant. Let's see what other compliments or the blogger will tell us about.
Number 1, you look the same without makeup. You look better without makeup. I just spent an hour getting ready. I want to look different. You don't look like a virgin. I shouldn't even have to explain this one. I could be with so many girls right now, but I chose you.
What? Guys, this is not just the worst, this is the failure compliment. Oh, you seem to say something good, but was all this? You make me nervous with these words. Do not do like this, please.
I'm happy you're not a skinny girl. I can't believe a guy has even said this to me, but your mustache is cute. Now I'm insecure and I want to wax it. You're hot for a blank girl.
So I don't understand. Maybe the title of the video says that these are compliments from guys who shouldn't mess with at all? By the way, they even came up with the name of this kind of compliments: negging. It's a combination of compliment and insult. Guys, seriously, such words cannot only leave an unpleasant respondents, but also cause psychological trauma. Words, of course, are not yet violence. Although, no, they can already be considered as such. By the way, many girls say that deliberately refuse relationships so as not to fall into such emotional trap, please. The main thing now is not to discourage you from making compliments. Guys, it is necessary to say nice words. But the difference between what a stunning dress you have and how this dress makes you slim, colossal. But those were compliments from obviously bad guys. It also happened that good guys want to show their attention in an unbanal way, and it turns out. Man, this is bad, it's very bad, and I don't know which is worse. If it is originally conceived as a compliment, it's okay, but if the main idea is to joke, it's even worse. No one wants to compare themselves with a poster or flower lamp or something else very strange. Of course, no one can overcome the craving for originality. Simply, I think comparisons need to be selected adequate. Otherwise, the girls will think that they will have to hear this all their lives. Here, by the way, another video on this subject.
Hey, what's your name?
Elvira.
Nah, you must be Wi-Fi. I'm feeling the connection. Hey, sorry to bother you. Is it alright if you can climb my list? Yeah. Yeah, appreciate that. What's wrong?
I still don't understand what is the difference between male and female sense of humor. It's obvious that guys' jokes rough. Women are often hurt by it. I don't want to generalize, of course, but basically it is. You're joking. We're offended. And then it's like a snowball. Because of a bad joke, the girl's mood deteriorates, the desire to communicate with the author of the joke disappears. And then you think, what did you say wrong? No, everyone has a different attitude to humor. Someone will support and someone will be upset. But it's better not to surprise a girl who you really like with such joke, just in case, okay? Another reason for female loneliness is partitions. A lot of girls at one time experienced not very successful relationships. That is, in general, they were successful, just their aunt kicked the heroine out of her comfort zone. And it's quite logical that such women eschew love. Mental wounds are mostly healed with time. This is such wisdom. Let's watch another video.
Cause you know this. Cause you know this.
After parting, the stability of each of us can be shaken. Maybe that's part of why we feel overwhelmed. In fact, it seems to me that this is a good state. It helps many of us to be reborn, to look at familiar things in a new way. Take, for example, the same heroine of the video. Most likely she found a new life flow in these external changes. Many girls experiment with appearance after partying. It's not in vain there's a joke about women's bob haircut, if you understand what I mean. And if you don't understand, leave any emoticon in the comments. I'll explain. In general, many girls are afraid that when they return to a relationship, even with a new person, they will again become hostages of household routine. A little more about breakups. It's not customary to talk about some men after a breakup. After all, this is the same as picking up a barely healed wound. And here's some relationships we give as an example, more than the anti-example, to our girlfriends or viewers on the internet.
I saw a couple girls do this, so I'm gonna jump on the trend. These are the guys that I've been with and the reasons that it ended. Boy number one, he deserves absolutely nothing. I went out with him once, we had a very long, deep talk, and we connected, and he told me how much he loves talking to me, and then we kissed, and then his girlfriend called him.
It happens. I think through such situations, maybe girls form a stereotype that many men are liars, therefore there must be feared. No, it's not like that at all. Just stepping on the same rake a couple of times and talking with men who, as a result, already have a relationship, you start to think, now he showed you signs of attention, flirted, and showed his sympathy in every possible way, and in a moment, his girl calls him. I know this is normal for many couples, but I think a lot of people are conservative in this regard. For example, I would definitely not want to be in the place of a girlfriend of this Italian guy with a beautiful smile.
Boy number two, the sweetest boy ever. I wish I could set you up with him. He took me on my first actual date, brought me flowers, came to the door, met my dad. I ended with him because I'm just too loud and he's a little bit too introvert.
Whew. So unfortunately, it also happens. There is a legend that the writer Leo Tolstoy, after the wedding, in his diary wrote 2 words: not right. Sometimes you look at the guys and everything seems to be fine, but on subconscious level you feel that it's not right. And by the way, I think that such things should be discussed immediately. This applies to both boys and girls, okay? I hit like to the author of the video. And if you like our videos, also put a thumb up. Our team will be damn pleased.
Boy number three, I was so into him. He met my family, I met his whole family. And then my friend texted me that he was making out with another girl at a party. That hurted, and I didn't talk to a lot of guys after that.
Well, I won't even comment on it. I think there is such a loving or enchanted person who is not hurt by the betrayal of the object of signing. And as I said, many girls after such situations build a psychological barrier that doesn't allow building normal relationships for a long time. Still, it seems to me that the main reason why many girls are single for a long time is fear of relationships. Unsuccessful experience of past love, stories about the bad attitude of men from girlfriends or relatives, all this leaves its mark. I think the male audience is also familiar with those kind of things. The main thing is in this case is to understand what you want from relationships. Okay, I do not argue. There are people who in principle do not want love, marriage and family. But if you want and are afraid, you need to do something about it. After all, as I say, it's not scary to make a mistake. It's scary not to make a mistake, but not to take any action. Build relationships, love, give nice compliments, and hit like and subscribe to this video was helpful. Here with you was Alessa. See you!